Special events, especially where crowds could gather, can be intimidating. Event security can make it tremendously easier for your guests to have a good time when they know there is a safety plan in place. There are some essentials to know before hiring a security company for your next event to ensure you get the protection you need. Hire the right people. You should do your research before any contracts are signed. Look into the company and check reviews. Ask a friend if they know a company that they were pleased with. If possible, see if the security company does background checks on their employees. Have the right amount of security. You don't just want to hire a doorman and leave it at that. Make sure you have hired enough personnel to cover all exits and be on the lookout within the event space. You don't want to hire a company that doesn't know how to handle an event. For example, a construction site security company might not have the expertise to handle large volumes of people. Chat before the event. Every member of security as well as event staff and hosts should be aware of what the security guard is responsible for, as well as what the safety plans are should something go awry. There should be at least a couple of detailed meetings where everything is reviewed and questions can be asked. Remember the technology. Should the event involve some sensitive information either being disclosed or kept somewhere in the event space, you might want to consider a private security company that handles cybersecurity. This could be in addition to event security. They can ensure that any potential hacking attempts are thwarted. Remember the crowds. Your security team should know the capacity limits for any room used and should know not to let the space go over capacity. Be sure they can step in and control a crowd that is getting rowdy. Crowds that start to push or become way too big can be extremely dangerous. Have first aid. Unfortunately, no matter how careful we are, accidents happen at events. Be sure your security team includes first responders of some kind that are proficient in first aid. Prepare for the worst. Just as accidents happen, so do emergencies. Everyone involved in the event, including staff and security, needs to have a solid understanding of the applicable emergency plans in place. Keep your eye on guests. Just because the event host may have special relationships with the people at the event, it doesn't mean some of them couldn't have nefarious intentions. Security teams need to be revolving around the room so they can sniff out any trouble. Bonus tip: hire a team you can trust. If you're browsing for security companies in LA or security companies near me, you will find Dynasty Security in the Los Angeles area. We have a track record of providing top-notch security for events, commercial properties, and so much more. Call us today at 310-507-7848 to keep your next event as secure as possible.